So right now we've got this collection of data, which are our lucky numbers, and our DOM is indicating that our lucky numbers are red, right? So if we decided we were going to have another lucky number here, we could go over here, and we could say 42 is also going to be lucky as well, and we've got that as well. Now, one of the things that we might want to do is that we've got this data. Maybe we're getting this data from our server, something along those lines, or maybe we're saving it even to local storage, and we want to basically modify this data. Well, there's a couple different ways that we could structure something like this. One of them would be to add an event listener right on this list item, and we could add the event listener on click. And if we go over here, we could console.log our item, because we've got closure within this function. So if we did that, we would see that this is going to be our 42, here's our 3, and we could see that the isLucky is reflected over here. Well, one of the things that we could do is that we could specify, hey, look, item isLucky equals not item is lucky. In which case, if we end up doing that, we'll see that we can toggle these values. But notice it's not reflecting here in our DOM. And again, theoretically, we could save this information back somewhere, or save this list somewhere. But what we want to do is we want to reflect this change over here. And one way of doing that is to say, hey, look, we've got this class name, which determines allows the user to see if something is lucky, and we could say not item, but li, which is the DOM element. You have a class list, and we're going to toggle you. So if you were lucky before, you're no longer lucky. We've changed not only the data here, which is again something that we would want to do if we were saving it somewhere, if we were maybe showing it somewhere else on the DOM, but here this will basically toggle the information. So not only can you display things based upon some properties, but you could actually modify those things and modify how they end up getting displayed. One of the things that we're going to find here is that, to do this accurately, it's a two-step process. We're not only modifying the item, but we're also going in and modifying the DOM as well. And let's take a look and see if there's a way to do this that possibly might not be more efficient, but might be a little bit easier to maintain.